Hey YouTube friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, hello, how are you? Today is the day we get to stuff the manifestation binder, and this little binder is a super duper chunky, so I am very excited to be doing a cash condensing in here in the not too distant future. But for today we have our cash here, and yeah, let's jump in, let's give it a count, and let's get stuffing. So we have 50, 150, 200, 250, 270, 280, $285. So that is all I have for the cash portion of this video. I have also done some electronic transfers into my online accounts as well. So let's jump straight in here and let's fill some stuff out. So I have done my usual $1,000 into my house deposit fund. So each of my icons on here is worth $500, so I'll color in 2 of those. And I still can't figure out from my last video if I ended up coloring in the 2 from last month, so I'm gonna have to do some investigating and figure out if that's the case. But put the $1,000 in there, so I need to also add in a placeholder. So I've got 3, so I can't make it a 5,000 just yet, but I'm gonna grab this 1,000, pop those all in there. So 10,000, 11, 12, 13, 14, $14,500 sitting in here right now. I could also probably figure that out on my trackers as well to see if I have gone astray anywhere, but either way, let's pop that one back in there. All right, so settlement today is getting a little mix. It's got a electronic transfer, but it's also going to be getting a little teeny tiny bit of cash. So it says here I've got 1,000, but I need to double check that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, it's got $1,000 in the bank, and I'm putting today just $50 of cash into here. So I will grab my pen. So each of my icons is worth $50. So I'm just going to color in or fill in one of those for today. So now this is where I confuse myself, right? So I've got $1,000 already in the bank. I'm putting $50 cash in, but I've also done a $450 transfer into the account. So if I didn't have the cash, I could put a $500 placeholder, but I know myself and I know I'm going to confuse myself. So let's go 11, 12, 13, 14, 50, at least then I'll know where I'm at. So let's grab all of these, and then I need to fill in another $450 worth of icons. So that's 50. This will be, I'm going to do it quickly. That's 100, that's 150, that's 200, that's 250, that's 300, that's 350, that's 400. That is $450. So $1,500 now sitting in my settlement account. The total amount for this challenge was $2,500. So I'm just $1,000 away from having this one fully funded. I have been making this one a bit of a priority just because I figured, you know, the settlement cost is something I would actually need pretty quickly up front. So I've been just kind of smashing this one out a little bit with $500. I'm aiming to do $500 a month in there. So that was also my goal for March, to put $500 in here. So I am very happy that I have completed that little item off my to-do list or my goals list for this month. So let's pop that in there. And then what I'll probably end up doing is putting the $50 into the bank so that I can swap over, because that is really chunky. So I can condense all of these placeholders down into just a 1,000 and a 500. Alrighty, beautiful. Today, emergency, I have given that a $100 transfer, and I've also made myself up a handy dandy little emergency, a fund tracker because I'm always putting money in and I always get confused of where I'm at. So I just figured I'd make myself a little tracker, and that can go along with the physical picture tracker that I have. So we've got 1,500 in the bank, 100 in cash, so that's 1,600, and I'm pretty sure that I already put in the placeholder here, so I'm going to go with that, and let's just hope that's right. So I'm working it off that I've got 1,000 in the bank, so 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Because I got myself all in a tiz, I think, last time, and I coloured in too many icons. Ugh. So anyways, my icons are representing $1,600, so I'm happy with that. Let's just stick with that and see how we go. So this tracker at the end, I want this to be I think it's a $2,500 emergency fund. So 1,600, we're getting there. Very slowly and surely, but we are getting there. All right. Moving into bits and bobs. Today I am just going to be giving bits and bobs a nice little $10 as I usually do. So pop this off to the side. I can color in one of my crystals. That car is so loud. I live next to the busiest street all night. Just people hooning down there on motorbikes and all the rest. It's really annoying. All right. Pop this in here. So we've got $20, $30, $40, $50 now in bits and bobs, so that's good. Beautiful. Let's pop that in there. Lovely. And we will pop our little tracker in there as well. Lovely. Okay, there are some new things happening in this envelope. So bedroom suite. I've got in here, let's just take it all out. So I've got my cash, I've got my old tracker, and I've got my new tracker. So these are part of the home series that I put up on my Etsy. I've decided I'm going to get rid of the old. I'm going to put in the new. So we have $250 here, which is represented by $50 icons. So 1, 2, 250. And today I'm going to give bedroom suite another $50, which will bring that one up to $300, which is very exciting. I hope you can see on the screen how I've actually circled these icons, because I know on my last video it didn't really show up. So hopefully you can see that I've got 6 of those ones filling in now. Beautiful. All right, so 1, 2, 253, so $300 in there. And I've had a few items saved in my Facebook marketplace, just waiting till I got to about this $300 mark, because I figured I don't necessarily need to wait to get my bedroom suite. So I'm just talking like a tall boy and 2 bedside tables. I don't necessarily need to wait to get those before I purchase a house. So now that I've got $300 in here, watch this space, because that may end up being spent if the items that I've saved on Marketplace might still be available. So yes, I will surely let you know if I spend some money out of here. Alrighty, moving into land rates. So I've got our tracker here. We've got all our, oh wow, that's $400 in there. Okay. Land rates today is just going to be getting $50. I'm going to color in one of our little houses here. So we now have $450 in there. That is coming along very, very nicely indeed. So I've just estimated $1,300 for land rates. That's sort of what the medium price is in my area, the areas that I'm looking. So we've got $100, $200, $300, $400, $450 in there now. So I'm very, very excited about that. Oh, and I normally start the video with saying where the money came from. So $285 of the cash came from my wage, and then the other $100, is that right? $285 or $385? I forget. Anyways, portion of it came from my wage, and then $100 of that came from the completion of my $100 coin challenge. So I am very happy with that indeed. Alrighty, Bunnings. Everybody needs a Bunnings envelope. Oh, I better put that away, shouldn't I? That in there. Alrighty, Bunnings. So this is a nice little easy small amount tracker that I've just kept in here, as well as the bits and bobs, just to tied me over to give me something to try and complete, because all of these other ones are really, really large envelopes that are going to obviously take me some time to fill. But today into Bunnings, we're just going to go with $25. Each of my icons is worth $25. So in here now, whoa, I threw my pen away, bear with me. Alright, we're back, we're sorted. So $25 is just worth one of my little hammers on here. I've got 6 of those colored in now, and where are we sitting? $50, $100, $120, $140, $150. So I am quite pleased with that. That one is coming along very nicely. I'll have to do a back to bank and a bit of a cash condensing in some of these envelopes, especially with all the placeholders that I've got in here. It's just getting a little bit tricky to close. That's not a bad problem to have. Okay, holiday today is, okay, this is a bit of a two-parter again. I put $100 as a bank transfer, and I'm putting $50 as cash into here today. So we've got everything going on in here. So I'll pop this. Let's just not confuse myself. So I've still got 2 50s there. So we've got the old beautiful tracker here. I have condensed this one into my travel fund savings challenge. So I've put down the bottom here that I've already completed it twice. And of course there's a plane flying overhead now. We've had the motorbikes, we've had the cars, now we've got the planes. Might be a helicopter, I don't know. But anyways, yes, I've put down that I have completed this tracker full ways through twice. I think if my memory serves me correctly, oh God, I don't know how much it's worth to get it done. I've put my icon value as $20 each, which doesn't really work out with the $50 that I'm putting in there today, but let's just go with it and see where we get. So if I'm putting 150, I'm gonna need 6 of these circles done, right? So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, and what I might just do is just do a half a circle to represent that little leftover 10, and then maybe in one of my next stuffings, if I've got a $10 note left over, I might just chuck it over here just to get that one complete. So I need to add in, so I've got I need to add in my $100 that I've put in as an electronic transfer. Let me grab that. This should nearly be enough to condense these placeholders. So we've got 5, 750, 850, 950, 1,000, $1,100 in here. So I am very, very happy with that. And I'm going to figure out off camera how much this total tracker is worth, with the icons being worth only $20. So yeah, I'll put that on the screen. It must be worth 500, right? If I've colored it in twice and I had a little bit colored in, I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure when I made it, it made sense, but right now the math is not a math. And I'm going to put the 50 at the front because the 100 is like covered in ink, and it's not a very pretty 100, you know? Alright, popping that in there. And I didn't put the $50 in. So does that mean there's $11.50 in the account? God. It's the only problem with having a bit in the bank and a bit here, and my absolutely pathetic maths and addition, just basic life skills with maths. I'm going to put on the screen how much is actually in this account. I'm thinking, hopefully, future dad, let me know if I'm right, $11.50. That should be what's in there. Moving right along. New car. So I have already updated this tracker when we did that one. So I have put another $50. So I must have an awkward amount. I must have like an 85 or something. That's why I've only filled in that. But today I am adding just $50 to this one for this month. It is a little lower on the old priority list, so I'll add 50. And I will color in a complete car. Beautiful. So, if my maths is correct, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, $550 saved. My placeholders are correct. I'll fix that off screen. Why am I so bad at this? I should really start looking through my binders before I start filming so I don't go, oh, you're silly. Anyways, again, I'll put on the screen how much is a new car. Hopefully it's, what did I say, $550 or so. I digress. Anyways, moving right along, let's jump into insurance, which is going to get the very last $50 today. So we'll grab out the tracker. My dog is going absolutely wild outside. I put them outside today thinking they won't be bad outside. It's a nice sunny day. They'll just enjoy laying in the sun and being peaceful. But no, she chooses violence every single time I sit down to film. So I love that for me. Home insurance now has $150 in there. The total we are aiming for in there is $750. I have no idea what home insurance costs. I don't know what contents costs. This is just a figure I pulled out of thin air. I don't know how to do a home insurance quote online. I don't know how I can fudge my way through that, but $750 seemed like a good amount. If you want to let me know if you have home insurance, is $750 a likely story for, like, you know, I don't know, a 3x1 or an apartment with just like some contents? I don't have a lot of stuff. Yeah, let me know if I'm on the right track with that one there, or if you think I need to upgrade it. Alrighty, that is everything from me. I do have a sneaky little surprise to show you tomorrow on my Etsy store. I teased this over on my Instagram, but I know not everybody has Instagram. So tomorrow being Monday, it's Saturday today, but I'm putting this up tomorrow. So Monday I am launching my placeholders. So I've got the $100 design, which I haven't shown anywhere else but here on YouTube. So I've got the $100. It's a beautiful little sunflower design with some nice butterflies and things like that. I think I showed off last time the $250 and the $500. But again, this is all sort of like a naturey theme, and I'm working on another style as well. But the $250 is just purely butterflies. And then the 500, I'm going to knock that over. The 500 is bees and a kookaburra and a pretty little flower. So these will go up on my Etsy store, and I will eventually be moving out all of my old placeholders and changing them over to match my new beautiful pretty ones. So yes, we've got the 100, the 500 and the 250, and they will be online from tomorrow. So if you have made it all the way to the end, leave me, because they're my favorite as well, leave me a sunflower emoji in the comments, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon in the next one.